Hi, Josh. How you doing today?
Yay!
What's up, Chappie?
Same old, same old.
Today we got Lavender. What's up, buddy?
Hey, Lavender's in his house.
And we have special guest, Shawn White.
This evening, which is really in the afternoon, I feel quite dandy.
Since we're all on, is this considered a podcast all-star edition?
It's always an all-star edition when I'm on here.
Hey, Lavender.
I need to put on my Veronica voice.
What's your Veronica voice?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Hey, Lavender, step back a little bit from the microphone and talk again real quick.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we're gonna need you there. You're too distorted up earlier. Okay.
Story of my life.
It's like radios. You always swallow the radio. Don't swallow the mic.
Whoa. My throat is not that deep.
I know nothing.
Well, that sounds exciting.
You've got mail.
Mail call.
If these weren't real letters, would I be able to do this?
I got a little listener mail the other day, actually last night. One of the listeners from the show submitted us a bunch of trivia questions for the next trivia game that we're going to have. And
It's not geographics, is it?
Well, it's everything.
Fucking Wisconsin.
She got half a point for
Wisconsin.
Wrong, sir. Wrong.
All right, so I want to give a shout out to Johnny K for giving us, trivia questions for the next show. So thanks, buddy.
Thanks, Johnny.
Johnny, you've done a fine job indeed.
Go, Johnny, go.
Josh, you want to add something to Johnny, too?
No, that's okay.
Here's Johnny.
But it does remind me of the first time I met Johnny. We were on that hot air balloon together.
Okay.
Alrighty then.
So today we're going to be talking about dates and dating in general.
First, I want to go around real quick. I only want to know the first date and, how you felt. Were you nervous? How did you ask them out? Did they ask you out?
Did you do like the ass out hug? Where you hug each other like this and the ass sticks out because you're trying not to get too close?
Did you kiss? Did you not kiss?
Golly, my first date?
Do you remember it at all?
Yeah, I do. I remember the girl and everything. Her name was Sarah. She was a girl I went to school with and, had to borrow my parents' car. I picked her up. I don't remember the movie. Whenever I went and dropped her off, it was a quick kiss on the lips, like ass out, nothing else touching kind of kiss. And that was it.
My first real date or half-ass date?
Chappie, if you want to be in the gang, you have to be cool.
We went to a hockey game. I think I was watching him play hockey, actually. It was just, I thought he was going to kill me driving there. He always scared me driving. He was one of my best friends before, so then it didn't end very well.
Did you hit him with a hockey stick?
First date ended awesome, but the relationship didn't end very well.
Let's do this. Leroy Jenkins! Well, I think Chappie knows about it. I just told her about it the other day. First date, Casa Gallardo, if you remember that, Mexican restaurant.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I remember this now.
Basically, we ate, came back to my house. I don't know, that Mexican food really bothered her. She didn't really tell me. So she went to my bathroom right as we were about to get it on and stunk up my whole bathroom.
Joni, was that you?
Even my pops was freaked out. Once she got done, she came back in the bedroom. She wanted to get it on. I said, no, it's time to go. And do you know she left shit rings in my tub? And she also let poop liquid on my toilet seat. So that was the end of that date.
That's so good the second time.
Let's just clarify here. So she shits in your tub?
Toilet.
You said tub at first.
There was rings around. You said tub. I'm like, ugh. What did she take it?
Sorry, I meant toilet. Sorry.
So she left shit rings? That's a lot of poo to do that.
Yeah, it was a lot, and it was very, very, very unattractive.
Do not go in there. Woo!
That's some high-velocity poop at that.
Was it potent? Could it have killed someone? Was it that smelly?
Don't nobody go in the bathroom for about 45 minutes. Somebody open the window.
It was very smelly, and from my room, from the toilet, I heard the blue, 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 blues, if you know what I mean.
Oh.
That was your first date?
Yeah, that was my first official date. Yeah.
No, it wasn't that she took a shit. She took a high velocity liquid explosion shit.
Danger, Will Robinson. Danger.
Do you think she lifted up off the toilet seat?
Rocket Man.
She probably had, remember Dumb and Dumber? She probably had one of those moments.
Oh.
Like she's like kicking her legs out like,
Yeah, but my only thing is that, you want to finish, on what we're going to do. How do y'all feel about that?
Deal, but
wait, what do you
That's
mean?
a
What's
major
the
turn
question?
off. I think that would have ruined the mood also. I think.
Yeah, definitely. That would
yeah. He's saying that you want to finish, you want to, seal the deal, but
No bueno.
You'll take the blue balls. You'll take the blue balls.
Yeah.
After Mud Butt in there, I sure would.
Okay, Shawn, how do you top that one?
Well, I wouldn't say that I'd necessarily be able to top any kind of that level of ridiculous. Most of my memories have been erased, but the one that comes to mind was, I believe, it was that year whenever Toy Story came out. That's the first date that could come to mind. I was way too young and I would have a motor vehicle. So was she, I think. I guess I would put it in 96, and that would be whenever I was a youngin'. Went to the movies. I can't even remember exactly how I asked her out. Pretty lackluster, truly.
Well, did you get laid?
Not that day.
Shawn, you sound like you're from like you're steampunk. No, true. I do not remember.
It wasn't too long afterwards. I would say probably by the third or fourth date, I would presume.
3 fortnights.
But 3 fortnights, he said. It was an incredible journey, like no other. I do remember that it was a winter evening, and it was cold. I remember that she was wearing a red jacket.
Was it a smock?
What the hell is a smock?
It was one of those long, red, kind of waterproof female jackets.
Was it a riding hood?
A raincoat?
Perhaps.
Hey there, little Red Riding Hood.
Were you the wolf?
She may have been wearing a cream-colored shirt
Are
and
you
maybe
guys-
some jeans. It was a time at Mid-Rivers Mall Drive, at the Mid-Rivers Zone there, before all the additional movie theaters were added. I remember standing outside in the cold, seizing the opportunity to stand close and enjoy each other's warmth in the winter air. It's nothing like seizing the moment
My
of...
grandfather.
What? What'd you say,
He
Josh?
tells stories like my grandpa.
It's almost like a Christmas story or something.
I know. I'm just like,
We were both afforded the opportunity to bask in one another's warmth.
It is a great moment to seize, especially when you're as young as that.
I'm just.
That is what I believe was maybe, perhaps, my first date. I was young, maybe 14, with a lot more hair and a lot less eccentric.
Nowadays, dating is not so simple.
I remember you walk up, you like somebody, you fancy them, you say, how you doing? And you have to break that physical barrier. And you have to get through the stomach butterflies. And you have to get through the shaky hands and all those stuff. And nowadays, it's just a swipe to the left.
I think you've got a new girlfriend. Who is she? I don't know what she looks like. We've been sending love letters back and forth through the singles bulletin board on the computer.
So when are you gonna meet her?
Never. She's 25.
Why would a 25-year-old girl be interested in you?
Because she thinks I'm a 32-year-old dermatologist. I also told her I'm 6'4" and drive a Ferrari.
Wait till she finds out you're 4'6" and pedal a Schwinn.
That's the beauty of this. She's never gonna find out. She lives in St. Louis.
I know, I tell you what, man, it's the same way to me. You still walk up and do all this. I don't meet anyone online, but I talk to every single person that I meet anyways.
2 of my cousins, their husbands they met offline. I mean, I'm not one that likes initiating stuff because I don't like rejection. So even if I know they're not going to reject me, I will do it to where they ask me. I don't ask them.
2 words. Liquid courage.
You know, that is true.
Too true, my friend.
I have way better game when I'm drunk.
I've been with my wife for 15 years, so I don't know.
Is dating way different than what it used to be? Is it just because of technology, you know?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Technology gives anyone opportunities. Anyone.
So,
but ultimately, you still have to go on that date. If you ask someone out to go hang out online, if you've ever watched it, you see the dude and he's like completely without confidence and doesn't know what to say, and she's not certain if she even wants to be there. So he still has to ask her out on a date again. He still has to show that he's of value to her as well. 2 cats having a good time. There has to be, I'm going to ask you out anyways.
okay.
Things about the same.
That answers my question. Okay.
I'm about to put my youth here. My dating years have only been pretty much in the online kind of phase. I was like middle school, I guess, when MySpace came out. It's one of those things. It's
MySpace.
like,
wow.
Yeah, let me bring back little things there, but
I liked MySpace, by the way.
I loved MySpace. I mean, I could let people know who my favorite people were.
Your first thing is the best picture on the internet.
You go to their Facebook to see how they look and judge them that way first. So I guess probably would be better to go back to the old school way, because then you wouldn't have to judge somebody by their Facebook.
See, oh man, I don't know, because, when they say that phrase, the first impression counts, there's so many times I tried hitting on girls when I was like a kid, and like I tripped or I fumbled when I talked. I mean, Facebook picture, hell of a lot easier. I could be all like, check me out with all my friends and doing something cool, and meh. You can avoid that first impression going south, but, like Shawn said, you still got to go on the date.
Sometimes I kind of beg the difference. Some chicks don't want to date. They just want to hook up and call it a night.
You gotta have a conversation to some degree.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That you're gonna be fun.
So, okay. So let's get back to the one, okay? Let's say we're doing the Facebook-y thing. What is that? Tinder? No. Plenty of Fish.
Tinder,
whatever.
Tinder,
And you swipe to the right or whatever, left or whatever, and then you pick the person out, and then you say, hey, let's meet up at the brew house. So you go to the brew house, and then you guys hang out. Now you're on your actual first date? Or is that just considered hanging out?
That's considered hanging out to see if there's going to be a first date, in my opinion.
Oh.
I don't think so, because the girl's always going to most likely count that as a first date. The guy might not, but the girl will.
How about if you meet a girl at a bar, the same night, a couple hours later, you go to Denny's? Is that considered a first date?
I wouldn't think so. I wouldn't consider that a date.
And then about an hour later, you guys end up in bed? No, that doesn't count. I mean, I'm saying if you're talking to a person and you guys are trying to set up a time and you're like on Tinder or something like that you guys say, okay, let's meet up somewhere. And then you go to meet up. That's a date. Not like, okay, I went to a bar, I met this guy or met this girl, whatever, and then we're going to go out after the bar because we had a good conversation at the bar. No, that doesn't count. That's just you getting to know the person.
Flounder!
What is up, my buddy?
I can hardly hear him.
Barely.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you're a little better now. You're good.
He's like the phone guy.
Can you hear me now? Good.
Hey, Josh, you still around?
I'm a fireman.
How are you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, I don't know anything about dating today. I mean, I've been with my wife for 15 years. I mean,
I still think that dating exists.
Dating is like now.
Like, okay, here.
So, like, what else would it be, though, Ollie?
Well, let me run this down. In grade school and junior high, it's mostly note passing, it's parental supervision, a lot of folded notes. Those were cool, by the way. And then in high school, it was still notes and notebooks that you'd send to each other. And then you go on a few dates, but the dates were like a big deal. Picking out a place and asking the girl your dreams for the first time, and she's like, well, you better have, money and a car or else she doesn't talk to you. And so you go on the first date, you mess everything up, or it's shit, or it's whatever, and that's how high school dating goes. And then, you get the weird just hooking up throughout high school too, where you just hang out, and it's kind of like what we do in bars now. You just hang out, you get drunk, you do whatever, and then you hook up with a girl or a guy, and then you go maybe on a dating, or you get together as boyfriend, girlfriend from there. But then as you get into college, it just gets worse. It's just pretty much just porn everywhere. Nowadays, it's kind of like a mixture of both. If I really like a girl, I'm going to ask them out on a date and go on a date. Or go out to a bar and I just want to get a little skimsgasm bizimbasm. I'm just going to try to, find any port in the storm. Wait, that didn't come out right.
Yeah, I'm lost.
Wait, so none of that makes sense?
I get what you're saying, but I'm not sure what the question is. I mean, things are as they are.
So this is all the same. People still do this.
Oh, sure. Absolutely.
Okay, then why is it...
You want a date, you just ask someone on a date.
But why is it that, I guess, media or it's mostly media for me. You watch movies, you see TV shows. People of our generation X make fun of the next generation because we're like, why aren't you doing this with a girl instead of texting her?
Can I text you later?
Can you what?
Are you online at all?
I have no idea what you're saying.
How do I get a hold of you?
You come find me.
It just sounds exhausting.
Do people actually ask girls out through text? Is that what you're asking?
Oh, that totally happens. Don't worry, that happens.
Yeah, people text more than they talk on the phone these days, so yeah, that happens.
No, I love texting, but I mean, I guess what I'm trying to say is that everything's the same.
No, it's the birds. I keep hearing birds. Birds.
Hey, Paulie.
Yeah, what's up, buddy?
In real life, you cannot get catfished like you can on the internet.
Yeah, that's true.
I would be more leery of today's technology. You know, it's better to walk up and meet somebody. That way, at least you know that they're real.
That is the way some things are.
If everything's still the same, just technology's enhanced it, well, then I don't need anything to worry about.
Pretty much, but, you at least want a person to have an updated profile picture in the last couple of months, not in the last 6 years, where they were 140 pounds then, now they're 240 now. So it can kind of be...
That's a little harsh.
Is this basically how can we help build your profile on Match.com? Is this what this actually is?
Are you taking notes, Polly?
I'm writing all... besides hiking and doing shit I never done before, I'm going to post it up there.
I like long walks on the beach.
I think a perfect first date with a girl would be to take her bungee jumping.
Why? So you could cut the bungee cord? I'd be afraid if a guy was like, take me bungee jumping, because I'd think they were trying to kill me.
Well, as a girl, what's good for a first date? I mean, being a dude, you have to have the plan. You have to be adventurous. You have to have something. Or girl, whatever. It's 2017, whatever you want. There's dogs, cats, living together. It's all good.
I think it's better, be creative. Don't do something generic like
dinner in a movie.
Go to the movies. Yeah, going to the movies.
That's what he just said.
Movies is the worst date. Absolute worst date.
Yeah,
it's like,
I know.
That makes you feel like you're in high school or something, because, I mean, no, I think being original and being adventurous, not let's go bungee jumping, because that sounds like you're trying to kill her.
Hey, no, that sounds, you're adventurous. It has to be adventurous and new and unique, and Lavender goes, bam, bungee jumping. You're like, no.
But, I mean, are you going to ask the girl if she's afraid of heights?
Oh, yeah, good point.
Because, you should probably ask that first, you know?
How about ziplining?
Ziplining would be cool. That would be a cool first date.
Hey, Merrimack Cavern.
See, I think what matters is that you find an activity where you can hang out and talk. Anything that you can't actually have a conversation with is a waste of time.
Yeah, I mean, zipline's only a couple seconds.
Or if you really want to know if you got a tough gal, you can take her paintballing. I don't know.
I am a pretty badass.
Well, we're going to see that on June 28th.
I'm going to take everybody down. Everybody's going out.
You remember to bring a box of Cheez-Its to eat?
Cheez-Its?
Can I just drink?
You can get a bottle of liquid Cheez-Its if you would like.
Oh, that's gross.
I don't think there's alcohol there. I think it's beverages, but not alcoholic.
Right. What are we going to have next? Cheez-It flavored Oreos? What the fuck?
Oh.
No.
The Netflix and chill.
Netflix and chill.
Netflix and chill?
Oh, God. Do I have to go over this with you now?
What other Okay, here's another thing. What are all the stuff for the kiddos nowadays? What do you guys do?
So,
because
if you say Netflix and chill, that doesn't mean you're going to go watch Netflix and have a glass of wine or drink a beer or something. You're going to go, Netflix will be on in the background and maybe some Barry White. I don't know, but you ain't chilling.
Okay, so everybody's just changing the names of or giving a name to just hanging out.
Well, no, they're giving the name. They're giving the name so you don't say, hey, come over, let's, they don't want a guy wants to be a little bit smoother. So he's not going to tell a girl, hey, you want to come over and I'll have the TV on in the background and we're going to fuck? No, you're going to come over and Netflix and chill. So you don't want to say it, but if somebody goes, hey, you want Netflix and chill? You two are about to get down and dirty.
Okay, but I mean...
And the dirtiest way.
What's the point in being polite about it? But yeah, back then I used to be like, hey, you want to go home and get sweaty?
Hey guys, well, how about this? I have a new saying. Fuck Netflix and chill. How about let's Hulu and rendezvous?
There There you go.
No.
I just remember when I was a kid, it was just simple. It's like, hey, you want to come over for a movie? Okay. You pop in some girly movie, and then you made out on the couch and did a little schism, biz and bad thing, hop off the good foot, and did some bad stuff. It was fun. Why does it have to have a title?
Same, though.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking. Why do we have to have a title to it now?
Say it's a kid. Say it's like high school. And they are doing it over text messaging. And maybe they have a very controlling parent who has to read the text messages. You don't want the parent to be like, oh, you're going to go over and have a movie in the background and try to make babies. You don't want to say that shit.
Well,
you want to be like, hey, let's Netflix and chill.
No one ever said that. They would just like, when we were kids, you'd be like, hey, I'm going over to
Insert name here.
house. Why? Because we're going to watch a movie. Okay. It's the
and
same
the parents
thing.
aren't stupid. They know what you're really going to do.
Well, fuck yeah. But
my parents are like, watch a movie. Right.
To be honest with you, I just found out what Netflix and chill meant about 3 months ago. Chappie actually had to keep me up to speed on that.
Yeah.
I feel
and
bad.
so the truth was revealed.
What did you say?
I said, and so the truth was revealed.
I just wanted to hear him say that again. In the end, I don't feel bad. So everything's the same as it was when I was a kid. For some reason, TV and movie has made it to where it feels like it's something different.
Right.
Polly, if you're needing a wingman, I have no social anxiety.
I don't need a wing.
I think you think it's different.
As simple as this, a female gonna know if she gonna want to fuck you in the first 10 minutes or not, so get used to it.
I mean, the man's got a point. I think there was a study shown or something that a girl knows if she's going to have sex with a guy within like the first 5 minutes of talking to each other. Like face to face. She can tell if she's going to have sex with that guy or not.
I am a fireman.
How you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
90% of what girls look for in a dude anyway is just make and model, right? Girls don't give a rat's fuck about, like, the dude's personality, as long as he's not a douchebag, right?
That's bullshit.
Well, prove me wrong. State your case.
Yeah, because I have had the one relationship that was straight up the most serious relationship I've ever been in. Looks weren't a thing. He had a personality, we clicked. It depends on who the girl is. Sometimes you're going to have the shallow people that's like, yeah, I want the little tiny, goes to the gym type thing, you know? But most of the time, it's the real girls, the real ones who aren't like, just have to have sex and just want to be in a relationship. The personality does matter.
I think that changes when you get older.
It does, trust me. It really does. Now, I used to be so shallow.
I've seen the lavish, women you guys played around with.
To me, it's not all about quality anymore. It's pretty much all about the mind, I like to rape the mind of a girl, and Whoa. That's pretty much how I like it.
Wow.
Raping a mind.
Is that a nice way to say skull fucking?
When it comes to women, men are visual creatures. Men are going to go after what they find attractive, regardless of race or creed. But you're going to go after what you like. When you want to find someone who's a suitable mate for the rest of your life, you're going to start looking for the qualities that you think make a suitable mate, and then you'll find that.
I completely agree with him. If you're looking at the qualities of a significant other, you got to be attracted to them on some level. You have to have a physical attraction somewhere, and that can be caused by a personality type. It can be because of a profession. I find that you run across someone, you could think that they're beautiful, but then once they start talking, they're no longer attractive. Or someone you might be kind of iffy about, then you say, oh my God, this woman is beautiful inside and out, as their inner parts begin to magnify their outer beauty.
Exactly.
That was good.
All right, guys. Well, it looks like Lavender has to go Netflix and chill in a moment.
Oh, nice.
Make sure you give the Miscellaneous Podcast with Paulie and the All-Stars. Give us a 5-star rating. If not, the words of Liam Neeson, we will find you.
All right, so now we're going to push to talk to Shawn here for a little bit. He's going to plug a few things he is working on and stuff like that.
Sure, we can do that. So my name is Shawn White, and I prefer to go by the name Shawn White. My purpose in life is to spread personal advocacy to cancer patients. I want to ensure that they have the tools necessary to make the right decisions whenever it comes to the treatment options they receive. And the reason is because once the train begins and you're on that track, you don't get off until you've suffered all the consequences of all the choices that you've made or allowed others to make for you. Well, last year I was diagnosed with cancer. It was misdiagnosed for 5 months as pneumonia. It was 5 months of coughing up blood in copious amounts. Finally, I fell in the hands of a charismatic pulmonologist who decided to have a bronchoscopy party by forcing a tube unromantically down my gullet. And from there, it began the journey of discovering that I had to not only have the tumor removed, but I would also have my entire lung taken from me as well. And that led me down a path of treatment that wasn't completely necessary without proper education and without the knowledge that I could be my own personal advocate along the way. So in my journey, I want to illuminate the path for others so they don't fall into the same cracks and crevices that I have.
What are you working on right now? You were telling me about you were going to create some shirts.
The shirts are a part of the process. The shirts, it says on the front, it says, "My name is Shawn White." On the back, it says, "But you can call me Shawn White."
I like that.
I'm a pretty social cat and I love people. And it's a means to redirect people to my blog site where I discuss my own personal journey and the exploration of the options that you can pursue in terms of making sure you receive the right treatment. Okay. The shirts is an avenue that I'm using to pay for a personal advocacy booklet that I want to put into the hands of newly diagnosed cancer patients. So whenever they're told the horrible C word, they can have something in their hands, stumble away, and maybe a week or two later have something that they can read and digest without it being overwhelming. All the while directing you with resources of where you can go if you need more help.
How do we get a hold of you? How do we look at your blog? What do we need to go to?
My blog site is ShawnWhiteBlog.com, and that's ShawnWhite blog.com.
Thank you, everybody, for listening to the show. Please like us. Please subscribe to us. Please give us a 5-star review on iTunes. If you want to contact any of us, go to the Facebook page, the Miscellaneous Podcast Facebook page. You can find it under groups. You can talk to us there. We'll talk right back.
I don't know how there's birds chirping in my room.
Hey, we're not here to judge.
Occasionally I look in your room.
Oh, what the?
That's a little creepy.
Creepy or sexy, you decide.
You gotta do it in the voice, man.
Well, occasionally I look in
Creepy.
Yeah, now it's
definitely creepy. Because we're always talking about that one. Go ahead, Josh. What's it called?
I don't remember.
The toy.
I don't remember.
The fell rubber?
I don't remember. Leave me alone. I don't remember.
The shield?
You did too.
Was it the Felbum?
The Fieldo.
There's the soundbite. Are we talking to him from a satellite phone that's like in Jurassic Park Islands?
He's calling us from the Amazon.
Yeah, it sounds like he's in Mars right now.
Hey, can you say ground control to Major Tom, Flounder?
Ground control to Major Tom.
Like
perfect.
That.
Houston, we've got a problem.
We're about to lose radio contact. I'm coming around your anus.
Houston, do you hear me? What the hell is this Armageddon? What the fuck?
You guys don't know this, but Shawn is actually a very famous person. Okay, continue.
Famous for what?
Shawn, what are you famous for?
My skills may be profound, but I am no pornographer.
Shawn is famous for making chocolate caramels.
And they're oh so delicious, so scrumptious, so delightful inside of your mouth.
I like his answers. He has really good answers. Makes them smooth.